Hi, this is Ben Ivey, the fulfillment artist. Today we're going to be diving into 8 tips to give you an extraordinary life. Not like an average life. Don't watch this video if you want to be average. This is for people that want to have an extraordinary life, create an extraordinary lifestyle, and ultimately start to really shift their life and move it forward. So the first thing, you have to think long term. What do I mean by long term? Don't think, 6 months, a year, 2 years. I mean 5, 10, 20 years down the line. What do you want to create in your life? You have to understand this, because if you're always thinking short term, you never have the longer term vision and you're always reacting. We want to be proactive. You have to think about, okay, right, from a long term perspective, what do I really want to create in my life? What's life going to be like? What am I doing? And you just start to understand from a big perspective what it looks like. Then, after you've done that, you move on to point number 2. Point number 2 is you define your ideal week. Now, most people will say, I want financial freedom, I never want to work again. Sure, you can do this. I'm never going to retire. Ever, ever, ever. Why? Because on average, people die within 2 years of retirement. On average. I'm not taking those odds. That's crazy. Most people will want something to do because otherwise you've got no purpose and you just whittle away. If you don't use it, you lose it. So we must be able to overcome this, you can get financial freedom, that's totally cool. However, I want you to think that even if that was done, what would you want your week to be like? Like for me, I'm going to be coaching people one-on-one, I'm going to be speaking for the rest of my life. It's so much fun. So we've got to be able to understand, like, how do we really create that ideal week? What time would you get up? How much would you work? What would your hobbies be? Would you see your friends? What location would you be in the world? It's worth thinking about, because if you clearly define that, then we know where you're going. We can build your business in a way to move you forward, your career. We can start to think about how do we really make that a reality. Next, how much money do you actually need to make this happen? So get specific. Look at this week, right? Where am I in the world? Let's say you're in Bali, or you're in America, or you're in Holland. I don't know, wherever you are. What's the average, what on average would it take for you to live that lifestyle? Because if you can start to understand that now, then you've got a very clear target. Like what's the cost of food, like transport, and you look at all these factors, and then we come up with a very, very clear way of how much money you need to start to really move your life forward and start to make it happen. After you've gone through these 3 steps, the next thing is you need to create a vision board or something that really makes you excited to move your life forward. So you create something where you've got what you want to do in the future, the lifestyle, the family, the purpose, the meaning, the impact. And you have something that you can clearly see and visualize each and every day, and it just helps you just make it happen. It's amazing. Next, you've got your vision, you've done everything. You need to make a plan. You've got to have a plan to be able to move you forward, right? This is my plan. These are the steps I'm going to take, and I'm going to start to move in that direction. And if you start to do that on a consistent basis, it's just going to make life easier. Because otherwise, if you've just got this dream, you need to start taking action in order to make it happen. Otherwise, you're just going to be in the same place. And we never want you to be doing that. We want you to be making action, making it happen. The difference between average people and extraordinary people, average people think a lot, but they don't do much. Extraordinary do loads. They think about it, but then it's done. And that is the key distinction. So you've got to make a plan and obviously take action. Number 6. And I say 6 like this because in Chinese we say 6, but in obviously England we'll go like that depending on where you are. So 6. Next, measure your progress, right? If you want to move forward in your life in a way that's sustainable, you must measure progress. Because if you're making progress, you feel better, you feel happy. So we've got to find a way to measure this. And whatever area it is, maybe with your lifestyle, you're thinking about, okay, maybe it's the amount of income that you're building up from stocks and shares. Maybe it is moving yourself forward and saying, okay, I've already made progress. I understand where I want to be. I understand my dream job. I'm building up my career. I'm gaining the skills. I'm gaining identity capital to start to move myself forward. Like there's loads of factors, and you start measuring your progress to help you move forward. Number 7, you want to spend time, right? Spend time with inspirational people. What do I mean by this? Inspirational people that are already living the lifestyle that you want. Because if you see someone and they're living the lifestyle that you want, and you can see that they're having an awesome life, they're doing all these things, it's going crazy, they're just doing amazing. That is fantastic. Like that is something that is cool. That is something that you want to keep consistently to understand for the rest of your life. Because if you can really understand that and you can see the difference and it's moving forward, that's amazing. Because these people will inspire you, right? If you're with someone and he says, yeah, I'm working 4 hours a day, I'm traveling, how? Tell me more. What do you do? And you start to believe it more. And this is the most amazing thing. Now, the last step is you've got to get a coach or a mentor to help you be on track. A mentor is someone that's been there, done that. Say, look, how did you do it? I want to do the same thing. Help mentor me. Do I do this? Do I do that? What do I do? How do I move it forward? That's fundamental. The other thing is you need like coaching. Someone to help you keep you accountable, whether you get a fulfillment artist, whether you have, like coaching from someone else, or whatever it is, someone to help you say, look, you said you're going to do this, did you do it? Or removing these blocks, right, that are stopping you moving forward. And if you get into the right psychology, then it just becomes easy. And then you start moving your life forward and it's just going to be amazing. So, you've watched the video. There's different points. Do them. Don't just sit back and say, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Like, genuinely, if you look at this and you say, right, I'm going to do this and schedule it, you'll get it done and it'll be amazing. I really hope you have the chance to live an extraordinary life because it's what you deserve. And I look forward to maybe seeing you in 3D or virtually in another video soon. Take it easy and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are.